Good evening, mi gente. Thank you for being with me here tonight on the live stream of Mi Gente on Air. And we've got another great show for you as we prepare for Cinco de Mayo that's coming this Saturday, May the 4th. And one of the artists that is going to be performing with us to showcase their talent from the west side of the state is Luis Calderon and his band that is called La Ritmo de Furia. I got it backwards. La Furia del Ritmo. There you go. But anyways, I want you all to come into the room if you can. If you've got a question or you got a concern about the Cinco de Mayo or you got a question for the band, uh, put it in the room because this is your show too, Mi Gente on Air, and where we, feature Latino concerns, contributions, and cultures. So please join me tonight. Thank you for being with me here in the room, and we're going to start the show.
¿Qué tal, mi gente? Nosotros somos
Welcome to Mi Gente on Air on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com. Now, here is your host, Larry Rodarte.
Good evening, mi gente. Thank you for joining me here tonight on Mi Gente on Air, where we give you another show about Latino culture, contributions, and concerns. And we just want to welcome everybody who's in the live stream tonight, as well as our listeners out there in the broadcast world on WSGW 100.5 FM and 790 AM. And I'm really excited because we're at a time where we celebrate Latino culture and heritage, Mexican culture, heritage, Cinco de Mayo. We all are hearing about it much more these days in 2024. And the Saginaw area has celebrated for 45 years with a parade as well as a fiesta. We're so excited because one of the artists that is going to be performing with us this Saturday is from Grand Rapids. It's La Furia del Ritmo, and they're with us tonight. And I want you to really listen closely because this is an artist, a band that we typically don't see around our area because, as you know, Saginaw is a Tejano town. We've been Tejanos for many years as our parents, grandparents have migrated up from Tejas and settled with the jobs from General Motors. Well, we're here now, second, third, fourth generation. And in Grand Rapids over there, they're more of the first, second, third generation. And this band is a high energy kind of Mexican regional band, and they've got a different sound, but it's exciting. I seen them in Lansing about 2 months ago, and I said, man, I want to get this band for Cinco de Mayo. So let's hear it for La Furia del Ritmo.
Eso, bravo, ¿qué tal, mi gente? La furia del ritmo. Por acá su amigo Luis Calderón, más bien, mi amigo Cristian. Oye, una cancioncita para la gente dice: un, dos, tres, y vámonos. Vamos a bailar, Saginaw.
So I hope everybody's got their dancing shoes ready because like I said, they're a high energy band. And Luis Calderon is there with us. He's going to be talking with us tonight. And we're so excited to have them as a headliner with Elida Reina y Ivante from San Antonio, as well as Grupo Ilusión from Pontiac. So we're celebrating Pontiac, Grand Rapids, and of course in the Valley with Elida, the headliner from Mercedes, Texas, born in San Antonio, but she will be headlining as well as at the Vault. So we're really excited. We got a great lineup for you tonight. But Luis, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about the band, how you got started in music.
Yes, so well, my name is Luis Calderon. I'm original from Guatemala. I was born in Guatemala, but I've been raised in Grand Rapids since I was 10 years old. So where do I come about Mexican music? Pues siempre he crecido con mi gente mexicana. You know, I grew up with all my Mexican people, and you know, like my friend Christian, Mexicano, another Guatemalan también, otro guatemalteco, and then our other friend Delman. He's not here, but we, you know, all of us come together. But even though we're from different countries, we are, you know, practically from this area. We could say, you know, well, Las Vegas, Nevada, from Grand Rapids. Entonces, you know, it's just the Mexican culture is just, you know, we're practically Mexican. I came in this side of the state. There's a lot of Mexican music, and you know, I got really involved in music since high school, and you know, I just loved it. So se puede decir que I was a band geek, you know, and I loved it. It was probably one of the best times of my life. And you know, it's just el amor de la música. And now what we're trying to do is bring the style, the regional Mexican style, del rancho, and we want to pray how, you know, how they used to play it back in the 50s, 40s, 60s, pero traer esa tradición, bring that tradition, you know, and still keep it alive. So that's the whole point of La Furia del Ritmo.
Well, you sound really good, brother, and it's really nice. It's refreshing to hear that sound, and I think that something is happening on a national level as well, internationally, because like bands like Grupo Frontera, you know, they're from the valley and they're playing that kind of old
Mhm.
style rancho music, and it's just really exciting that it's being accepted by a lot more than the usual Latinos, because those songs and that style of music and Peso Pluma's music has like been racing up the charts on the Billboard Hot
Yeah.
100, and it's really
Mhm.
amazing for me to see that this day and age, because that never would have happened, say 30, 40, 20 years ago. So yeah, I think you
Correct.
guys
Yeah.
are on the right path. So thank you for agreeing to perform for us for Cinco de Mayo. How do you feel about playing in Saginaw, Michigan, and
Oh,
have
we
you
love
played
it. We're looking forward to it for this Saturday. We can't wait to be there. You know, for Cinco de Mayo, we're very excited. We're gonna be there. Well, el sábado 4 de Mayo, we're gonna start the show. So we're happy because right after the parade, I think it's our set, right? La Furia del
there?
Ritmo is the parade, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We haven't
So
done the full lineup.
that's gonna be awesome. I mean, everybody's coming from the parade. Van a llegar allá, and, you know, they're gonna be able to see some real cool music. And besides us, I think also from Texas, our headliner, saludos para ella. You know, Elia, thank you so much for her shout out. And you know, we're looking forward to meet her as well. And man, you know, you have a great lineup, by the way, Larry. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure, and thank you again on behalf of the Unión Cívica Mexicana that you guys are playing for our organization. But I got to tell you something. You know, the parade is a really exciting time for our community, and I'm not talking just Latinos or Mexicanos in Saginaw, because we get all walks that come to our parade. You know, from all the different cultures, because it's really a time where we celebrate our contributions in the area, which, you know, like I said, is second, third, fourth generation. And like last year, the sun was shining. It was about 65 degrees, and the vibe was just so exciting. So when everybody descends over downtown into the Joe Credit Union after the parade, it's a very exciting time. And so if you guys are going to be playing on that first, you know, as the first artist playing, it's going to be really nice to hear that, you know, high energy sound coming from you guys and getting the people riled up and ready for our headliner. So thank you for that. Thank you for, you know, sometimes it's, you know, hard to get a band to play first on the docket. And I'm so glad that you guys are willing to do that. But like you said, we've got Grupo Lucion from Pontiac. We've got you guys, you know, from Grand Rapids, and we got Eli Del Reina from the Valley. So, I mean, we do have a really nice lineup, and we're really excited to include that with the Ballet Folklorico de Detroit, and, you know, the bouncy houses for the kids. And we've got 10 food trucks that are going to be out there, some of the best and the
Oh,
best
that's
in Saginaw and the Saginaw area. So you're going to get immersed, Luis, and you're going to get
Can't
immersed
wait.
in Saginaw culture. And I wanted to ask you, like, tell us a little bit, tell my listeners in the Saginaw area here. And again, it's not just Latinos, because I have people that are non-Hispanic that actually listen to the program. Tell us how Grand Rapids is living in Grand Rapids as you do.
Look, Grand Rapids have grown so much. There is so much diversity. I mean, we have all kinds of walks of life in Grand Rapids nowadays. It's beautiful, honestly. You know, being a original Mexican band, You know, La Furia del Ritmo. It's amazing to be able to perform at places like, for example, Venando Arena. We've been there before. You
Yes.
know, like some venues, like like the Meyer Gardens, the museum. You know, so now they're bringing, you know, original Mexican acts to this kind of events. Why? Because the population have grown. The demographics shows that there's a lot of more Latinos as well. But there's all kinds of all kind of, you know, from all walks of life. You know, we just performed at a festival where it was like, I think it was like a world festival, we could say.
Yeah.
And you know, it was all from everywhere, from every different country. So that was pretty neat, and that was here in Grand Rapids. So yeah, I think Grand Rapids is very diverse. It's beautiful, by the way.
Did you get to see that last month, the show with Intocable?
Yes, yes, we did. Exactly. That's another example. Intocable coming to the Voss downtown, and it was full. I mean, it was at capacity. It was beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
those kind of events are you know, you can tell that the people are showing up.
Yeah, yeah. I think that place holds like 2,500, and
Correct. Yep.
friends of mine that were there, they said it was packed and it was beautiful, and it wasn't a dance.
No, no, it was a concert.
It was a concert where you sat and you watched
Yes.
them and you stood up and you clapped for them, and that's just really
Hmm.
beautiful. And I love seeing that because Intocable, as you may know, started out as a Tejano band way back in the day. And I remember going to the Texas Talent Music Association's Tejano Awards, and they were winning all kinds of awards. And I'm talking like 1996, 97. So it's
Wow.
been a while, and they have continued on, and they've had a real successful career as a band. And they're very
And
popular.
they sound amazing, by the way, man. Their live show is amazing.
Wow.
Very, very good show. Hmm.
Wow. So how do you your band decide to play, and please describe to my audience, what do you guys consider yourselves? A Mexican regional, and or what, you say high energy Mexican band. Tell me a little bit about that.
So what it is like, we definitely are original Mexican music. So it's Mexican music, you know, with accordion. So it's accordion, bajo quinto, bass, and drum set. So
Mhm.
what it is our, and how is it high energy? High energy because we have a lot of quebraditas, chick, ching, chick, ching, chick, ching, chick, you know, we have cumbias, we have guapangos. Trrr, taca, taca, trrr. A ver, échate un guapanguito. Oh, did you put that? Hold on, ahorita te voy a echar un little sample so that way you can hear the difference, you know, of the
Yeah.
style. So what we do in our show, we combined, you know, we play two of this style, two of this style, you know, versatile. We just continue. All right, go ahead and explain a little more of the style of the band. What do you think?
You know, it's funny because we were talking about it yesterday. Of how do we identify? And he makes a good point. I think typically you could say norteño is probably what you would want to call it, based on the instruments that we have.
Yeah.
But playing together for a while now, I could it's starting to develop into something a little bit different than what everybody else is doing because we kind of we part of our show is also our our hyping up the crowd, talking to the crowd and being involved with the crowd and I think that just adds a little bit more to how we play and it's fun. It's fun to think about stuff like that too sometimes.
Definitely, we involve the crowd. If there's kids, you know, we give them instruments. Hey, you know, play with us. You know what I'm saying? Perform with this song. You know, and you just come from
Wanting to be there.
the vibe that we get from the people. You know,
Yeah.
like the energy that we're given and the energy we're receiving. It's very upbeat, but the music is upbeat and it's also danceable. But then we also have a few romantic songs in case you want to, you know, slow it down a little bit, you know, because I also like my romantic music. You know, I like my slow music. So we're gonna bring a little bit of everything for Cinco de Mayo. That's for sure.
Wow, that's beautiful. I gotta tell my audience a story. Like I said, I saw this band, La Furia del Ritmo. I'm trying to remember who referred me to you guys, but the promoter out there, I believe he's in Grand Rapids, Chuy.
Oh,
Chuy,
Chuito.
yep,
Shout out to Chuito.
yeah,
5D,
he had
Cinco
you
de.
guys performing in at the El Dorado in Lansing.
Mhm,
And I went out there, and I was probably at that point one of the few Tejanos that were there.
mhm.
But it was really nice to see the interaction with the Wapangos, with the younger crowd. You had much younger crowd, I think, and I think that's what's really exciting is that our younger people are dancing. They're really dancing
Mhm.
to the music that you guys are playing, and that's why. I said, I would really like to see this crowd at our Cinco de Mayo because it would be something different for Saginaw in terms of what we've had in the past, and not knocking anything that we've had, because we've had some really nice, beautiful bands, and some high energy ones, and we've had some major performers from Tejas like Elida and Michael Salgado, and some of the other ones that we've had. But I think that there's more diversity out there now, and it's being accepted more readily within the greater community of Latinos. And I think you guys are on the right path. It sounds
Thank
really
you.
nice music. And what is like a song that you would say really gets the crowd moving at your dances, and what do you have in store for Saginaw?
Dale un pasito.
Man, the song that never fails, everybody knows it. It's La Chona. Right?
Okay.
That one gets everybody in the dance
You have a
floor.
little sample, La Chona?
You want to do a little bit of something?
Like that? 1, 2, 3. Y esto dice para Saginaw, Michigan, let's go, vámonos, vámonos. Mi mamá, La Chona. Contaré la historia de una famosa persona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Esa muchachita va a andar en Saginaw y va a andar bailando con la furia del ritmo. Y va a andar bailando con la furia del ritmo. Mo, mo.
Yeah, there you go. I got to tell you something. I'm here in the studios at WSGW, and my producer Matthew Lester, he's here, and he is non-Hispanic, non-Latino, and he's jamming over here to your
Hey,
song.
saludos, Matthew.
How do you feel about the song, Matthew?
I mean, hey, it sounds amazing.
Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, that's really nice. That I'm sitting here witnessing this. It's probably the first time you've heard that kind of music, right?
I mean, I've heard samples of stuff like that before, but yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, so that's really nice. I hope that you're going to be there for our Cinco de Mayo as well and hear this band live, because I think they're going to get the crowd hype. It's going to be a really nice addition to our festival. And like I said in the early part of the show, 45 years we've been celebrating this in Saginaw. In 1980 we started, and here we are in 2024. So I think most of my generation and older is very proud of that fact. And we're really trying to keep the live energy and the young people there to celebrate our culture and heritage like we did when we were younger. And so sometimes that's difficult with the way the world is today and everything that's going on. And I things change, and I want to bring in a band like yours, Luis, La Furia del Ritmo, because it's a beautiful thing. When I heard your music, I was like, wow, this band has it going on. And it escapes me. It really does escape me as to who referred me to you. I don't know if it was Tommy Salazar from Grupo Ilusión.
Oh, saludos para Tomás. I think it probably was Tomás. Saludos para Tomás.
Yeah.
Ilusión. Great band, by the way. Ilusión is very, very good as well.
Yeah. Or it could have been Junior from De Oro. They're from Grand Rapids. And he played with Viento.
Okay.
But he also has his own band, and he's played for us for many times at the Unión Cívica Mexicana, and he's more norteño. So I just it escapes me. But I got to tell you, we've got some people in the room that are really excited. I got David Guevara, who's watching from San Diego. Wish I was there. Angelo Blanco, she from the Unión Cívica Mexicana. She says, thank you for coming to join us in Saginaw. I'm excited to hear a new sound. You guys are already getting me hyped. Safe travels. See you on Saturday. So
gracias.
And Rebecca Torres, she's got a lot of emojis there with smiley faces and hearts and everything else. So she's really excited about it as well. But how often are you guys playing out there in Grand Rapids? Is it a weekly thing? And do you typically move around in the state, or how has that been for you? Are you also in the Midwest, like in Indiana, Illinois, or tell me about where you guys are traveling to?
Yes, so La Furia, we've been very blessed to have a lot of work. This spring and this summer, we're fully booked. We're gonna be performing everywhere. We're in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio.
Iowa.
We just went to Iowa for New Year's. We were in Iowa, so we started the New Year in Iowa. Iowa, what was it? Iowa City, was it?
Yeah.
Somewhere in Iowa. But then we came back over here to Michigan. We got a few shows in Ohio también line up. I mean, we're willing to go anywhere in the country. We can travel to Mexico. We can go to Guatemala. We can go anywhere. So if you think of hiring us in Mexico, Larry, let us know. We'll be happy to go over there as well.
Now, you said you came from Guatemala. I assume very young.
Yes, 10.
And do you return back to Guatemala or Mexico?
Yes, I have. I actually have returned, and we did a tour in 2018 with La Furia del Ritmo in Guatemala. So we had 5 shows out there. That was very unique. That was an amazing experience. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is awesome, and I love the high energy that you guys are bringing to the table. And sometimes, like I said, change in the community can be a good thing, and I think that's where we're going with this. And I think that on Saturday, you're going to be at the Jolt Credit Union Event Park, which is right in downtown Saginaw, across from the Dow Event Center. And as I said, hopefully we're going to have really good weather, and people are going to just descend downtown and be able to see you on that great stage that has had so many different bands. And
looking forward to it.
We're really excited to not only have you guys, but also the Ballet Folklorico de Detroit, which really showcases our beautiful heritage with the dancers and the young people that are a part of that as well. But I on behalf of Saginaw, I really want to welcome you guys, because I know that mi gente, my people, that they are going to really welcome you guys with open arms, and really like the music, because when we look back at our history of our grandparents and our parents, some of our parents, that's the music they heard, what you guys are playing. And so we're kind of reliving that music in a new time and place, and it's a wonderful thing. I gotta tell you, Val Blanco,
Larry, I don't mean to interrupt you, boss, but you're saying you remember how the la música, how it reminds you, brings you memories, and all that, right? I just heard it, and I know that it was just your birthday, so ahí te va un pedacito. Dale la manita a mi compa Larry. Dice 1, 2, 3, ¡vamos! Happy birthday, Larry. Felicidades.
Gracias.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba la furia del ritmo. Happy birthday, Larry.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. Yeah. It was a big milestone birthday for me. I don't want to say how old I was, but it was a big milestone, and I'm really grateful and happy to be here alive in 2024. And it was really nice celebration with a lot of family and friends, and I was karaokeing and singing songs, and just giving thanks for life. And also thank you for that shout out. That just shows you what kind of band you guys are, that you would recognize that. And Luis, you and I haven't talked that much. We've kind of we're texting back and forth initially, and then we talked a little bit, but this band has been really easy to work with. Like I said, I saw them in Lansing on a snowstorm night. I don't like to be on the highways, going back and forth from Lansing to Saginaw, and so I had to leave a little bit early, but man, it was a nice sound, refreshing sound that I heard, and I was happy that I went and was able to hire you guys. I think within the next week, but Choi, he helped us, and he's the one that said, yeah, they're a good band. Come see them on that Saturday, and so I did, and I'm really happy I did. I want to mention as well, Val Blanco says do they need a few backup dancers? Because I know some all-stars, the Civic All-Stars, Lopez and Angelica, that they love to dance. And also, do you have any merchandise to sell to bring to the festival?
We will. Yes, we will have some.
All right, we'll make space for available to you. But we still got another 24 minutes in the show. We're going to go into commercial break real quick. We're going to go into the Facebook chat room. Stay with us. No te vayas. We're going to be back with La Furia del Ritmo and the high energy music that you're hearing. They're going to come back with a song that they want to play for you here in my listening audience tonight. So we'll be right back.
This is Mi Gente on Air on WSGW.
No, sir. I think he did. Check in this. Give me a second, Larry. I'll be right back. Te regreso. Get the people here. Oh, yeah. Open the door. Yeah.
Okay, so when you come
No.
Prepárate de ley.
All right. Thank you, Saginaw and all the listening area, Bay City, as well as anybody else who's listening out there in the Great Lakes Bay region. We've got a great show here tonight. We're talking to some artists from the Grand Rapids area, La Furia del Ritmo, and they're playing some songs for us live. So you want to jump into the chat room here. Make sure you do. We got a number of people in here now, and we're getting some good comments. And if you have a question for this band or this artist, please put it in there. If you got a question about the Cinco de Mayo, their performance, anything, because like I've always said, this is your show too, Mi Gente on Air, my people on air. And I just thank WSGW for giving us this platform to be able to bring our artists, to bring our celebrations, and to help promote it in our area to the greater audience, not just Hispanics or Latinos, to the greater audience. And I also want to make sure that everybody understands that the Cinco de Mayo that the Unión Cívica Mexicana has put on for 45 years, we invite everybody. It's not just for Latinos. We invite everybody to celebrate and, immerse themselves in the culture and heritage of the Mexicanos and the Latinos here in the city of Saginaw. So thank you for being with me again here tonight. We're going to go back into the show, and we got a real treat for you as we come back.
You're listening to Mi Gente on Air on WSGW.
Welcome back, Mi Gente. Thank you for being with me here tonight as we are in the week of Cinco de Mayo. We're about to celebrate in a big way here in Saginaw, and I'm really excited, and I want to invite everybody into the room to chat and ask questions. And I just want everybody to know also that I mentioned it in the live stream on Facebook that Cinco de Mayo is for everybody. We're not just looking to celebrate with Latinos. We're inviting the whole community at large in the Great Lakes Bay region, because we want everybody to celebrate and immerse themselves in our culture and heritage, because we're very proud of it. Whether you want to sample some of the good Mexican food that's become so popular with the food trucks, or you want to hear some really good músicos playing the music that we love and we listen to, or you want to just celebrate with the folklorico dancers, there's going to be a lot for all of us there at the Jolt Credit Union Event Park on May 4th. Parade starts at 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and then we go right into the festival at Jolt Credit Union Event Park in downtown Saginaw. So come on out, everybody. It's going to be a great time. But here we are with the band. They're gonna give us a live sample of what they do again, and they've been doing really good. La Furia del Ritmo. Take it away.
Eso dice para todos ustedes, mi gente de Saginaw. Vámonos, dice 1, 2, 3.
Tú me pides camarón y yo te lo voy a dar. Yo te quiero corazón y lo voy a pensar. Y aquí tengo confiado en la boca del parar. Te voy a bailar para poner atención. Camarupela, tú quieres camarupela, te doy camarupela. Tú quieres con salsita con limón. Camarupela, tú quieres camarupela, te doy camarupela. Tú quieres con salsita con limón.
Andale. That's that sounds really great, and I know you're going to get the people out there dancing. And tell me a little bit more, because I know that as those in the room that they're listening to you. You know, like I said before, we're kind of more of a Tejano town as opposed to say Grand Rapids. Tell me about the music there in Grand Rapids. And you guys are, like you said, norteño, high energy. What is the music scene there in Grand Rapids?
I think right now a lot of popular bands are going for a lot of like that kind of new school canelo style, los canelos de Durango.
Yeah.
In my opinion, everybody has their own little style. Everybody brings a little bit something different to the table, and yeah, it's very Mexican, like very norteño, like traditional norteño, just a little bit more modern.
Yeah, yeah,
And you see some bandas too. You see bandas like Banda Bajío and stuff. You see
Mhm.
them, and you see like Sierreño. There's a few Sierreño groups here too. Like just guitars
So
and bass.
I feel like a lot of the regional Mexican has exploded. Like Peso Pluma is a big influence.
oh yeah,
Like those kind of artists like Natanael Cano. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of artists, I feel like there's a lot of bands here in this area that are playing that style of music. There's new ones, a lot of new ones. Maybe if I had to say, maybe there's at least 10 that I can name. So I mean, compared to 10 years ago, that didn't exist. It was 10 years ago. It was more like a cumbia band, more like a conjunto. Like
yeah.
that type of type of music. But yeah, now we see like the whole Peso Pluma style has a big influence. So yeah, that's the music here in this area right now.
And isn't that amazing that, it seems like in 2022, 2023, like he just blew up. He just
Oh
blew
yeah.
up out of nowhere. And like I said, he was on the Billboard Hot 100, and you'd never seen that before. You would never have seen that. And that's more power to all of us because
Exactly.
he reached that level and that platform there on the Billboard charts. And so I think that's part of what is leading, especially within our younger people, because when we did have our meetings with the Unión Cívica Mexicana and we talked about the music and who are we going to have perform this year, some of the younger girls, they were like, yeah, these are kind of the bands that we want. And so that kind of led me as an old timer here that we look to diversify a little bit more than just having just the Tejano music there, but like you said, Grupo Ilusión, Tomás Salazar out of Pontiac. He's a great band. He's been around for a long time, but also in that area in Pontiac, Michigan, there's a lot of new change as well as the immigrant population has changed. And it's nice just to see because I go to Pontiac and I see, and I got family over there. I think Pontiac is probably, very similar to the Grand Rapids area in terms of the music scene, more so than say communities like Lansing, Flint, and Saginaw. But when I saw you guys in Lansing, at first, I was like, okay, well, there's not too many people here. But as the night came on, they came out and they were, really dancing to your bongos and all the music. So it was really nice to see that. Tell me a little bit how you feel about the scene in general for the state of Michigan.
Well, the state of Michigan, I know for example, like you said in Saginaw, it's more Tejano.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to bring our style of music to the Tejano community because I feel like it fits real good too. The whole Tejano original Mexican music that we're playing, it's
Yeah.
perfect because I'm pretty sure a lot of Tejanos it reminds them of home. Cuando te despertabas, when you used to wake up, there's a rooster maybe outside, or maybe you can smell, las tortillas de harina, from, you can catch them anywhere. You can go and get some tortillas, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
maybe some little different things. That's how I feel like maybe Saginaw is going to be. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the food. That's one thing. Another thing, I see Detroit. In Detroit, there's more of the norteño style. Like we were talking about the new generation. I feel like the new generation is more here in Grand Rapids, and Detroit has the older norteño style. So but the style that we play fits in that in there too. And also in Grand Rapids, it's we've been doing very well over here. So I feel like the state has grown. There's more diversity. We were invited for a Bliss Fest, which is up north in Petoskey. That's a
Wow.
world festival. So that's pretty cool, to represent, the Mexican culture, Mexican music, but not just that, but also represent, the Latino community, how, that our music, we want to bring it from our ancestors, and being able to showcase it for, different people that have never heard that style, so that's the, we love that. So yes, the it has grown. Latino music here in the state has grown. I feel like it has.
Yeah, and it was surprising for me to hear that you guys played in Iowa because I'm thinking there's
Mhm.
Latinos in Iowa,
Oh,
and
yeah. It was a
that's
full house, right? We
They're
had a
hiding, but they're
full
there.
house. Yeah, we had a
wow,
full house in Iowa City, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, we're
That was
going back
fun.
again. Yeah.
wow, that's awesome to hear that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And the La Unión Cívica Mexicana, they are the presenters of the 45th annual Cinco de Mayo, and I want you guys to know that this organization has been around since 1945 in the
Oh,
city of
wow.
Saginaw.
Nice.
My grandfather, along with about 10 other gentlemen, they started it, as a civil rights nonprofit organization, and it's still growing very strong. So when we refer to like the Civica All Stars, that's some of the members who are very active and they help put on the tamale taste off. They help put on the taco fest. They put on Dia de los Muertos celebration. They put on this beautiful Cinco de Mayo that draws 3 to 5,000 people down to downtown Saginaw. So I'm trying to give a shout out to the Civica All Stars because they do
A
a
little
great
city
job.
council.
And La Unión Cívica Mexicana, it's a beautiful organization that's been around for 80 years next year. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Wow.
Qué bonito.
Yeah,
Qué
yeah.
bonito que
So,
está trabajando, right? This
yeah.
is amazing.
So I want you to share with my audience as well. Tell me about your love for the culture and the heritage that we all kind of have, with whether you're in Grand Rapids or whether you're in Saginaw. What is it like for you, especially being from Guatemala, and you said you were raised a Mexicano and with Mexicano friends. Tell me, how do you feel about the culture and heritage yourself?
Oh, I love it. Being Latino, being Guatemalan, being able to perform Mexican music, it's amazing. Because the way they have accepted me, it's beautiful. Look, this is my Mexican brother. You know what I'm saying? So estamos, I feel very welcome in our community, and I've seen it now that in Grand Rapids especially, we've been very included in a lot of different venues that probably 20 years ago or 15 years ago, maybe a Latino band or a Mexican band like us will perform there. So we see the love, from all these different crowds, and it's just been amazing. Honestly, it's been very, very good. So yes, I feel very good about our music scene here.
And to add on a little bit to that, I was born and raised in Vegas, so that was a more Mexican community, more Latino, bigger Latino community. I grew up playing music with my dad and my uncles, and I think something we all share here in this group is we love to share our culture with everybody, and we love to play the music and just kind of have a really great time on stage. And even just here practicing, we try to have a great time, just play music. But sharing our culture, sharing our music, I think, because I love music from all over the world. I love the kind of music too myself.
Oh
And
yeah, me too.
we just love to share, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I I'm so looking forward to Saturday because this is really, I hear from some of my fellow Mexicanos here, this is our day to celebrate and all, and the last oh man, I say, it's been a tough time for the world, these days, and from 2015 on, it seems like Latinos were sometimes in a in a bad spot in terms in the political spectrum and all, and so I think it's really important, and shows like this, Mi Gente on Air, came about because the radio executives here at Alpha Media Studio and all, they said, you know what, we have to be more diverse. We have to, George Floyd had passed away, and they wanted to make sure that there was more diversity, that we were supporting and helping to heal the communities, if you will. And so I think it's really important that artists like you who are sharing their love for music and the beautiful music, even the music of the older days, that we're here at the table, and that we're celebrating in a big way at a festival. And I think my radio audience listeners out there, whether it's the Latinos or whether it's non-Latinos, they're more readily accepting now the culture and heritage, especially they're driven by their love for the food, for Mexican food, because the food trucks are just booming around this area. But also, the music, like you say, in some of the younger people they're listening to artists like Bad Bunny and Peso Pluma, and it's it's just really amazing. So thank you for doing what you do, because it's so needed. It's so needed in this time and place that we are in. And do you have any feelings for that?
No, thank you. And something like you're saying, music. I feel like music is its own language. Music is just like love. It's, you just have to accept it. That's it. Just let it be. Just that's it. It just comes naturally. So music, it doesn't have to have a language. It's just its own. And yeah, so eso es música.
Yeah,
I
music.
amo música. I'm music. I love that. I love music.
Yeah, music is the real universal healer, if you
Mhm.
will. Angela Blanco says again, thank you for the Civica All-Star shout out. We are just about ready. So they're still working behind the scenes and all. And Val Blanco says, what else do they like to play other than Mexican music? Is there any other genre that
Oh yes, we do. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean,
I like ska music, like rock.
I like rock music too.
That's something that I like. I really like hip hop. I'm into hip hop a lot.
Dillman gets down on some funky stuff on the bass. Man.
Come here, Dylan. Come here, let me introduce you to Dylan.
let's hear some of that. And are we going to hear
a lot of funk, a lot of what else? What other styles?
You just slaps on that, man.
Yeah, pretty much just like also jazz, like funk,
Blues maybe.
blues. We like to mix it up.
Yeah. And I know my friend Miguel. He likes to play reggaeton.
Wow. Are we going to hear any of that Saturday?
Son reggaeton, but
We implement it to the show as much as we can.
Yeah.
But we also are we understand that it's we're at a where they hire us for events, like say it's pure Latinos and stuff, so they don't really want to hear a full song and with 4/4 or something, rock or something. But we try to implement that into our sets as much as we can.
oh yeah, definitely. We do put it in the set. So you hear a little bit of it. Maybe like he said, not a full song, but you will hear some parts, that we're gonna switch it up, and you gotta be able to see it. Yep.
Well, I want you to know, in 2019, we had Chris Perez, Selena's husband,
yes.
there at the festival, and his band. I don't think that's the band that they've got today, but at least they didn't call themselves what they call themselves today. But they actually played rock, and it was really nice to see the diversity that that they could play. But of course, when they started playing, the Tejano Selena hits and all, like the crowd just went wild. So, I mean, it was really nice to see that. So don't be afraid. If you want to, play a rock song, or you want to play, some reggaeton, go ahead. Be our guest.
Reggaetón, el acordeón. Dice que se va a tocar una Bad Bunny.
Be ready.
Be ready.
All right. So, Saturday, you're going to be coming and performing for the 45th annual Cinco de Mayo of Saginaw. Is in Grand Rapids, is Cinco de Mayo celebrated in a big way over there?
Yes, actually, it is now. The past, I'll say, 5 years, they started, doing a consistent festival, Cinco de Mayo festival. And
Wow.
big shout out to the people that are doing the event. Taqueria El Donkey Taqueria, they put it together a Cinco de Mayo festival here in Grand Rapids, which we're the headliners. So once we finish over there from in Saginaw, Michigan, we're gonna be going to Detroit, and then from Detroit, we're coming to Grand Rapids to headline over here from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So
Wow. And that's it's funny because like even the Ballet Folklorico, they're going to be performing in Detroit later that day on Saturday. So they're going to be with us in the morning and then head back to Detroit. And I know that Eli de Reina y Ivante, she's got a big gig in San Antonio, I believe, on Sunday, May 5th for
Oh,
Cinco de Mayo. So, I mean, everybody's coming to
yeah.
Saginaw first, and then they're going to head out to where they're going to celebrate on the actual 5th and later that evening. But we get you off first, so that's
Oh,
great.
we start celebrating there. We're gonna start for sure con ustedes over there in Saginaw. I'm looking
Wow.
forward to Saginaw.
And
We're
the
looking
thing
forward.
is that, I hope that down the road, future gigs, we'd love to have you even at our hall, the historic Unión Cívica Mexicana,
We would love to.
playing because we throw dances, and try to celebrate because we know people get antsy and they want to dance. And, I know that it would do very well, I'm pretty sure. And we mix it up with our style of Tex-Mex foods, of patitos, and just the Civica All Stars that with their decorations and what they do, they really put on a nice event for the community. So we're gonna have to talk after Cinco de Mayo and look
Yes,
to
sir.
put you
Definitely.
guys on our calendar as well. What else do you have for me tonight in terms of what you may want to say to the crowd, to the audience, or if you want to play another song, let me
We
know.
just want to invite everyone from that's listening to your show. Larry, we want to say thank you for the invitation. A los amigos de Civica, everybody that's involved. Thank you so much for bringing us out there. We're gonna give you this song just so you guys can get the feeling what you're gonna have in Saginaw, Michigan. Un guapanguito, un zapatadito para toda mi raza. Eso de Saginaw. Dice, un, dos, tres, un, dos, tres.
Desde enamorado vengo y sé que así el robo. Soy arriero, no se pagarán.
El raza de Saginaw.
Verán como reparan. Ya, ya, ya.
Échale, Larry.
Ay, mamá, por Dios que borracho vengo, siga la tambora, tocaré el grito, ese niño perdido y por último el torito, pa' que vean cómo le grito. Ya, ya, ya. Ay, mamá, por Dios.
Nos vemos en Saginaw, la furia del
Yes.
ritmo.
Yeah. I love the vibe. I love the vibe you guys are giving tonight here on the show, and I think that's what's going to happen as well on Saturday. And Val Blanco, she's saying, yeah, we got to have them at the Civica. So I mean, that's awesome that they're hearing you. And Christy Lopez, she is Civic All Star. She says, can't wait to hear more. So we're excited. We're very excited to have you guys, and I think that everybody's going to love the high energy. And what I noticed about your band too is you've got younger members.
Yeah.
You know, and I can you just kind of again introduce them because I want the audience that is seeing this tonight on the live stream. I want them to kind of be familiar with you guys on Saturday a little bit more than just not knowing who or the names or where you guys are from. And when I say where you're from, not just Grand Rapids, but maybe if like you, Luis, you're from Guatemala, and let me know about your band members.
So my name is Luis Calderon. Obviously, I'm 36 years old. I'm the oldest. I'm the old from the band. I'm the grandpa. Imagine, hombre, and I'm only 36. You know something? I remember being the youngest in the band. Always, I was always the youngest member. But now times have changed. Let me introduce to you Delman Valenzuela.
Youngest.
Go ahead. He is the youngest of the band. How old are you, Delman?
I am 18 years old.
So he's 18, but he's been with the band for how many years? He's been performing?
It's probably about to be like maybe 3 or 4 now.
But this is fourth, I think, almost about a week, his 4th year. So he started playing with us. He was 14 years old.
Wow.
So think about that. Yeah, and then Magdiel over here. Go ahead, Magdiel. How old are you? He looks 15. He looks about 15, but he's 29. My name Magdiel, right? Accordion player. He's been playing accordion. How long you been playing accordion, Magdiel?
3 años.
Yeah, 3 years. About 3 years playing the accordion. So you know, he's ahí la lleva, echándole ganas mi amigo Magdiel, and then my friend Christian.
My name's Christian, 27 years old. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm out here. Too hot out there.
Do you like the cold?
More than the heat.
And Luis, you're the lead singer of the band, correct?
No, I'm actually not the lead singer. I can't even sing, bud. Larry, I'm the worst singer in this band. All these guys sing real good, actually. I would say the lead singers would be these two gentlemen right here. And then I'll be just the one doing the, hey, saludo para mi gente, you know, just talking and talking. All that.
Wow.
But yeah, I can't sing. I'm a really horrible singer, man. I wish I
Come on. Is he telling the truth? Well, I just want to really thank you guys for being on the show tonight, because it's nice to be able to see you as before. You know, we're here at Cinco de Mayo week, and I wanted the people, mi gente, here in Saginaw to get a a name with a face and be able to see us and get ready for Saturday's performance, because I think they're in for a real treat. So thank you all very much for being on Mi Gente on air tonight. And like I said in the past, you know, I'm sure we're going to do some gig or an event coming up this year at the Unión Cívica Mexicana, you know, with your band La Furia del Ritmo. So thank you again,
looking
gentlemen.
forward to it.
And any last words as we go out of the show? We got 1 minute.
Just be
Go
there,
ahead, Luis.
Hey, just show up, please. Show up to Saginaw. Please come and support. Go get there early. We're gonna be the first band opening up from noon. We start from noon to 1. So please get there early. Pa que bailen. You're gonna see it. You're gonna love it. And trust me.
Sweat off all that food that's gonna be there that day.
And then go eat some more tacos and come and dance again. Thank you, Larry, for having us. La Furia del Ritmo. Add us on Facebook, Instagram. La Furia del Ritmo.
All right. Adios. Thank you so much again. And everybody again.
Gracias. Thank you.
The parade starts at 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and then we all head out to downtown Saginaw for the fiesta. And the parade
Saludos, Compa Matthew. ¿Cómo se va?
going north on North Michigan this year. So we're going towards Sasa, and we will party, and we'll have a great time celebrating with this band, as well as Eli Dorena and Ivante and Grupo Ilusión de Paniac. So thank you, everybody, for being with me here again tonight on Mi Gente on Air. Hasta luego.
Nos vemos. Gracias.
All right. All right. Thank you for being with me, everybody. It was a great show. We had a great vibe going on there with the band, and I'm sure everybody's going to be excited to witness this addition to our Cinco de Mayo, and we look to the future to do some events, like I said, at the Unión Cívica with Luis and his band there, La Furia del Ritmo from Grand Rapids. And it's really nice to bring the cities together and celebrate Latinos in the state of Michigan. So thank you so much, Luis, again.
Thank you, Larry. Gracias.
All right. We'll see you on Saturday, okay?
Yes, sir. Take care. Nos vemos.
All right. Adios.